Welcome to our second episode of Thankful Thursdays. This week, we're sharing the story of the Addisons, a blended family embracing chaos and finding thankfulness in everyday life. But before that, let's worship.
Every time I come running, I find grace on repeat. You welcome me with open arms, no matter where I have been. And every time I surrender, and every time I fall, I find grace more precious than I did before. So I'm gonna lay my world here at your feet. Look to the heaven for all I need. I'm gonna sing my heart out, praise on repeat to the God who's never given up on me. You're the mercy in midnight. You're the kindness my hope in every waking, and the strength I lean on. And every time it comes to sundown, and the nights end, and let my soul remember just how good you've been. And again, my heart will say, I'm gonna lay my world here at your feet. Look to the heavens for all I need. I'm gonna sing my heart, praise on repeat to the God who's never given up on me. To the God who's never giving up on me. Grace upon grace, morning by morning, yeah. Praise upon praise. Oh, grace upon grace, morning by morning, day after day will I sing. Grace upon grace, God be exalted over and over again. Grace upon grace, morning by morning, day after day will I sing. Grace upon grace, God be exalted over and over again. I'm gonna lay my world here at your feet. Look to the heavens for all I need. I'm gonna sing my heart, praise on repeat to the God who's never given up on me. 'Cause you're the God who's never given up on
Hi, Ocean Church. Welcome back to Thankful Thursdays. My name is Jess. I am the kids pastor at our Cape Coral campus. I am here with some of my favorite people. I'm here with the Addisons. They're a family at our church. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, how are you guys?
Good.
Good. Well, in these videos, we are just going in depth with being thankful. It is the season. We're in November. And so I just want to talk about just your family and how you guys are recently in a new season. You recently welcomed the fifth child to your family. You are now a family of 7. And so talk about just how life has changed with the fifth or not changed with the fifth. And yeah.
It's funny the things that have changed and haven't. Like they were not what we expected. It was like 4 years since number 4 and number 5 in between them. And so I thought I was going to have to like remember all of the baby things, and I was going to forget everything and not remember how to do anything with the baby. And all that just came back instantly. We're 2.5 months in now. So just getting back to like, I guess, finding our new normal.
I've known you guys for a few years now, and I've seen you in really great seasons and you in really not so great seasons. And so my question is like, how do you see the joy amongst the hard seasons or amongst the chaos? Because with 5 kids, it can be so chaotic. How do you find those moments, or how do you exude like just what Jesus is doing, you know?
I think once you choose to have a life that is this busy, this crazy, that's your normal. So there's never a calm, chill day. A calm, chill day is still busy and crazy and messy. And so even on the really easy days, you have to look for the small moments and the joy. And, sometimes that's sneaking a candy bar in the closet and just because you need a minute. But it's not easy. But it's almost one of those, like, what's the alternative? And we've both had times where we start going down the alternative road. And I think we're really lucky that we can, like, almost keep each other in check. Like, hey, you're not doing good. And we know, like, what the other person needs.
I think you guys have a really unique story being a blended family. So could you talk about that? What your life looks like as a blended family?
I think it's one thing to be a father and the humbleness of being a dad, being able to not know what you're doing and wake up every day and go, okay, Lord, what am I doing? How do I teach my kid these things? But then when you look at a kid and they're legally not yours and you're still loving them the same way the Lord loves us, like you're still pouring into them and going, Lord, I really don't know how to do this. I know how to do it a little bit when it's my own blood, but they could walk away at any moment. And he goes, it doesn't matter. Be humble and love them the same as you love everybody else. And I think that's the big piece for me, is waking up every day and doing that. And it's not easy, but the joy that comes from that and the ability to look at them and go, I'm so glad I get to be your dad. Like, I don't care what the government says, but I'm glad I get to be here for you and watch them grow in that. But it's humbling. You're impacting someone's future, and it's an honor to get to do it. So, but difficult.
Yeah.
It brings challenges.
It does. And like, normally when you're parenting, you have to make decisions with one other person. And, what school is your kids going to go to? How are you going to discipline? How are you, how are you going to raise your kids? And we have 3 other parents that we have to make decisions with. And that can be a really, a really big challenge.
I don't know if you know this, but I've seen both of you just live out your life as a son and a daughter of Christ. And I see that in your kids, and I see how honest you are with your kids about everything, which not a lot of parents are. And we've had moments where I'm like, you're such a good mom because of how much you talk to your kids about all the things. Can you talk about that a little? Why did you decide as parents to just be super honest about all the things that maybe some parents are like, well, we're going to wait till they're a little older. And you're like, no, my kid's going to know now.
I grew up where everything was hidden. And I think we both did in some ways. What you present to others is not what's actually happening at home. And so I got my questions answered on every subject from the internet, from people that wanted to tell me what they thought the truth was. And then I woke up and I was lost and didn't have a source of truth. I don't ever want my children to not feel like they can come to me. And I don't care how awkward the question is or how much I feel like I don't have an answer. And there's been times where I text people at the church and I go, hey, I need you to pray for me because I don't know how I'm going to handle this question. But like, they ask and I'm going to answer because I don't want their friends telling them, or I don't want society telling them.
Yeah.
I want them to understand truth. And I think that's what we're called to do as parents. We're called to be that source of truth for them. We live in a place of honesty, and we want our kids to live there because there's freedom in that, and there's good relationships in that. So I think a lot of people, it feels weird or awkward. It's definitely uncomfortable at times, but
important.
it's important, and it's
Yeah.
much better. It's a lot better.
So good. Can I ask Mia a question? Mia.
Hey, Mia,
You love daddy.
come here, chicky nuggy. Chicken nugget.
Might as well grab the other one.
Okay.
I love you, Dad.
I love you. Pastor Jess is going to ask you a question, and if you want me to help you answer it, you can just tell me what you want to say, okay?
Mia, what are you thankful for?
I don't know.
You don't
Like,
know.
what do you love the mostest? Do you love mommy and daddy?
Yeah?
Yeah? Do you want to say mommy and daddy?
No.
No? Okay.
Thankful for Lincoln.
Yeah?
Yeah?
You want to say I'm thankful for our puppy.
No.
Okay.
No? Okay. All right.
Are you thankful for Teddy?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you get to be a big sister now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi.
Is that fun?
Do you love your whole family?
Yep.
Yeah? You're such a good sister to Teddy. So with this new season with baby number 5, what are you guys the most grateful for and thankful for in this season?
Her. I'm thankful that we worked on our communication early. It's especially through pregnancy and having a fifth. Conversations, right? Conversations a lot of times are. So I was thinking, and 45 minutes later you go that, and then 45 minutes later, and it takes 3 days to have a 10-minute conversation. And it's great, and life is crazy, but we've worked on that, and we've worked on, hey, this conversation has to happen right now. Like, I need 5 minutes. It's that important, and we figure it out. But I would say that's been the thing I'm most thankful for. What about you, dearie?
I think Teddy. We had our 4 and had them all without trying, and then we after our 4th, Mia, I had a lot of miscarriages and didn't really know why, and we almost gave up and just weren't gonna have any more. And I finally got to a place where I was able to say, no, I'm not gonna let the enemy take anything else from me. Like, you will not take another child from me. I'm having a baby. And that was a fun conversation. But it was 6 weeks after that.
Yeah.
And I was pregnant. And he's here. And so, obviously I'm happy that he's here, and I'm so, so in love with him and, what he brings to our family. But at the same time, he is just a representation of God's faithfulness. And that sometimes you have to declare something, to get it. And he is the just embodiment of my my trust in Jesus, and like my winning the fight with the enemy. And it's just a really good reminder to me, to keep up the good fight or, whatever. So,
Oh, that's so good.
yeah.
Well, thank you guys for chatting with me. I think this conversation, there's a lot of blended families in our church, and I think that this conversation's gonna impact one of them, even if it's to tell them they're not alone, that there's people here that love them, and so thank you guys.
You're
I
welcome.
love you guys so much. I love your whole family.
We love you too.
We're glad you joined us for our second episode of Thankful Thursdays. Next week, we'll be sharing the story of the Archies. Dean and Tammy have walked through so much with their family, but continue to remain thankful.